Good evening and welcome back. It is the 16th of January in the Wirraway versus Heclapar play-by-mail campaign. And thanks again for all those who follow and like the various uh, videos. Last bits of the division offloading here. Should say last bits of the uh, two pieces of the division that I landed. B-17's night bombing again. These are just a couple of my destroyers mopping up his light forces outside of Batavia. Attempting, I should say, to mop them up. Dot base cleanup. Still more mines at Singapore. Uh, so Allied ships trying to escape. See if his carriers make appearance. So far, no. Ah, he's sweeping out. Our bombers are giving a little assistance to a single infantry regiment and some Thai units that are cleaning up the isolated British in the Malaya. Bombers are going after my armor unit. It's a good move. Gives me a sense of how many buffaloes he's got. He still has quite a few buffaloes. Quite a few buffaloes. Okay. And just to run down the Dutch. Okay. The Thai units see the elephant for the first time. And rail line is cleared again.
Greetings, everybody. How's tricks? This is Orphan Anne from Radio Tokyo, saying hello to all of her dog faces and boneheads wandering the Pacific Islands. Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the ever victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Port Moresby.
That was generally successful. We'll just look and see what happened today. Jake, Jake lost. Awful. Hmm. His ship loss points changed. Something happened. This is check and see how the division looks. Decent. We had a ship burning without the fire. Yeah, kind of. It looks like she's going to make port unless she gets torpedoed. Support is on site. My Southern Task Force is refueled. I'll make our move towards New Caledonia and the New Hebrides. We're going to do this with just a single escort carrier because our belief is three carriers are in the Indian Ocean based on sighting 4 days ago, and that there's one carrier in the Pacific, and I'm not really scared of a single carrier. It obviously can do damage, but there's no need to be paralyzed by it. We're going to take Horn Island this turn, uh, building up air bases around Leh, building up our position in the Southern Solomons, our drive into the New Hebrides and New Caledonia is intended to take those bases permanently. We'll see if he continues to be this passive. Eventually, we may choose to go for Fiji. Um, looks like his ships are still there, so our destroyers will make their run. Let's change their home port, their route. Okay, let's see. We in the Aleutians, but there's no real sign of anybody right now. Perhaps they were bogus. I would expect activity there, but I haven't seen any. This mixed brigade is taking forever to close off this side road. Go, you can see it goes down the. It shows it's going uh, to the Clark hex, but it doesn't actually. When you try to move to Clark, it shows on the map. Another example of why you should check the map, check the actual data. Let's see if our armor is ready to attack here. Yes. So we'll go ahead and order the armor to attack again. Supplies have come back up. While we just use the tanks and the artillery. He has his units. Oh, yeah. His units are still recovering. Let's see if our looks like part of our forces have arrived for our northern move on Changsha. The others should be railing in and moving in. That's still a little bit. We've still got a few more days at least before we're ready to cross the line of departure. Let's take a look at how our unit, the Japanese infantry regiment, veteran regiments, and fine guys are not, which is normal. I'll think about whether or not I want to attack again there at the moment. There's no rush. Going to continue to advance towards Djambi and beyond. This armor unit should be in decent shape. Yep. Let's see what happened to our tanks here. Mm, Looks like the bombers mostly got the trucks, but pretty disrupted. Our second armor unit is unpacking. We've got runway damage is still too significant to do anything there. So the issue here is whether or not to try to long range cap that armor unit to help it get into Batavia. Um, engineers should start field. Uh, this is the first turn, they're fully unpacked. Tankers are in the right position. They're going to refuel KB. KB's going to move on after long range capping the Horn Island invasion. It's going to move on, be refueled, and then link up with our invasion convoys forming up at Singapore. Uh, we're still probably will not land in India until just after the beginning of February, which is again acceptable. A little slower than I would have preferred. A couple days uh, getting ready for my Coral Sea campaign. Given where his carriers proved to be, I could have moved faster. Okay, well, in general, good shape. We're going to invade Banjarmasin, which is another level 3 airfield, and we're going to take Pamekasan. The two SNLFs that landed here are going to have that mission. I'm intrigued. I guess they're almost fully loaded. So on those targets, uh, we're landing more reinforcements at Kalijati, preparing for the attack on Batavia. Um, looks like his little remaining shipping is huddled up north here, but there's not much of it. Looks like he has a couple ships trying to slip out this way. Um, they won't they won't make it that way, but nevertheless a valiant attempt. I say that uh, they shouldn't be able to make it that direction. I've got light forces that can mop them up, and anti-tank guns taking the long route around. We'll have to cap here just in case he decides to go after it. Engineers are moving to help. Um, we're actually going to move them through Manila. We own both head sides and out to the port at Naga and then ship them out of the Philippines. They've done what they needed to do, um, building up a major airfield at Egan that we've been using. And of course, we have Batangas to long range cap at 1 hex for Manila when we need it. So that's all in good shape. Well, anyway, um, it's always good to see Port Moresby fall. Get those Australian troops rushed off hiding, cowering in the jungle. And with that complete, the KB can move on to phase two operations. So that will be fun. They have not invaded India in hmm, probably 13, 14 years since just after the game came out. So I tried it. So this will be a, a new, not entirely new, but a seemingly new adventure. Looking forward to our next chance to talk. And again, thank you for your likes and your support by following. I appreciate it.